The Galactic Academy's Wilderness Survival Final Exam was legendary among students across 17 species. Dropped onto the untamed moon of Kepler 442c with nothing but basic survival gear, candidates had 30 days to demonstrate their ability to endure, adapt, and overcome. Most species considered mere survival a victory. James Martinez had other plans. Professor Zethkar, a towering reptilian Vorthak, watched the monitoring screens with growing bewilderment as Day 7 statistics rolled in. While other students foraged for berries and huddled in makeshift shelters, the human was constructing something substantial. "Impossible," muttered Fiza al-Rashid, the Vorthak teaching assistant, her scaled fingers dancing over the holographic displays. According to these readings, Subject 247 has established a permanent structure measuring 47 meters by 31 meters. Zethkar leaned forward, his amber eyes narrowing. "Show me the visual feed." The screen flickered to life, revealing James standing atop a beautifully crafted wooden lodge, hammering the final beam into place. Around the main structure, he had built smaller cabins, a communal fire pit, and what appeared to be recreational facilities. Is that human constructing leisure amenities during a survival examination? Zethkar's voice carried the bewildered tone of someone witnessing a fundamental violation of natural law. Fiza expanded the view, revealing the full scope of James's survival efforts. He had diverted a nearby stream to create a natural pool, complete with a small waterfall. Wooden walkways connected various structures, and terraced gardens displayed an impressive variety of edible plants he had cultivated from local flora. "Professor," Fiza said, her voice barely concealing amazement, "he's actually improved the ecosystem. The terraced irrigation system has increased plant diversity in the immediate area by 37%. By day 15, the situation had escalated beyond anything in the Academy's records. James had established what could only be described as a luxury wilderness resort. Other students, initially dropped across the moon's surface to ensure isolation, had somehow been drawn to his location. The first visitor was Clixton, a desperate Zephyrian whose natural survival instincts had failed him in the alien environment. Exhausted and malnourished, he had stumbled upon James's Moonrise wilderness retreat, expecting at best temporary refuge. Instead, he found James wearing a hand-woven uniform, greeting him with a warm smile. "Welcome to Moonrise. First time on Kepler 442c. Our premium survival package includes accommodation, meals, wilderness education, and recreational activities. Standard rate is 3 Federation credits per night, but since you're a fellow Academy student, I can offer the academic distress discount." Clixton's compound eyes blinked in sequence, processing the surreal situation. You are charging admission? During an examination?" "Think of it as a learning experience," James replied cheerfully, guiding the bewildered Zephyrian toward one of the guest cabins. "Tonight's dinner features locally sourced moonberries, stream-caught protein, and fermented tubers. Tomorrow's activities include guided foraging, basic construction workshops, and therapeutic mud baths." Within days, Clixton was not only recovered, but had extended his stay, paying additional credits for James's Advanced Wilderness Integration course. Word spread across the examination zone through emergency beacons and survival radio frequencies. Students who had been struggling to find adequate shelter or food sources found themselves discussing the legendary human who had solved the survival exam. Professor Zethkar watched in academic horror and grudging admiration as more students arrived at James's resort. A crystalline named Chardell checked in for the Mineral Identification and Utilization Workshop. 3 aquatic Belthari paid premium rates for access to James's engineered swimming areas, specifically designed to accommodate their moisture requirements. By day 25, James had established a sustainable microeconomy. Students bartered Federation credits, personal items, or specialized knowledge in exchange for accommodation and services. The human had somehow transformed a survival examination into a thriving business venture. "This violates every principle of the wilderness." "Survival assessment," Zethkar declared, pacing behind the monitoring station. Fiza pulled up the evaluation criteria, her scaled brow furrowing in concentration. Actually, Professor, according to Academy regulations, students are assessed on their ability to survive, adapt, and demonstrate resourcefulness in challenging environments. Subject 247 has objectively exceeded these parameters, but he is providing comfort, luxury. The examination is designed to test survival instincts, not hospitality management. Nevertheless, Fiza continued, his approach demonstrates advanced resource management, environmental adaptation, construction skills, leadership abilities, and innovative problem-solving. By Academy standards, his performance is unprecedented. The final evaluation was scheduled for day 30. As Academy shuttles descended to collect the surviving students, they found James's Moonrise Wilderness Retreat operating at full capacity. 17 students from 8 different species were lounging around the fire pit, sharing stories and enjoying what appeared to be a farewell feast. James greeted the pickup team wearing a hand-carved name tag reading Resort Manager and carrying a leather-bound ledger documenting 30 days of successful operations. Professor Zethkar, he called cheerfully. Perfect timing. I was just calculating final revenue figures. Gross income, 437 Federation credits. Operating expenses, minimal, thanks to sustainable resource management. Student satisfaction rating, 96%. The Vorthak professor stared at the ledger, then at the thriving resort, then at the 17 students who had not only survived, but appeared to be reluctant to leave. Student Martinez, Zethkar, said slowly, you were assigned a wilderness survival examination. Exactly, James replied. I survived, then I thrived, then I helped others thrive. Isn't that what survival really means? Not just enduring, but creating something better? Fiza whispered into her professor's ear. His methodology could revolutionize our understanding of adaptive survival strategies. As the shuttles loaded students for return to the academy, Clixton approached James with a small bag of credits. Same time next semester? The Zephyrian asked hopefully. James grinned, shaking, his new business partner's appendage. Moonrise Wilderness Retreat where survival meets hospitality. We'll be here. Professor Zethkar realized he faced an unprecedented decision. James had technically passed every examination requirement while simultaneously breaking every unspoken rule about how those requirements should be met. Humans, he concluded, were going to be a problem for the entire galaxy's understanding of normal behavior. A profitable, innovative, successful problem.